Build a relationship basically with people that know in the market. So we all know obviously there's a massive hidden job market through your network and what have you. Recruiters statistically I think count between 15 to 20% of actually jobs that are filled. So there's a massive market that gets filled through networking and word of mouth and what have you too. But not to say a lot of recruiters will have their finger on the pulse, and a lot of them will create roles with some of their hiring managers and what have you too. If you've got a good relationship with a few of those, you want to make sure you're one of the first ports of call. And most of them will work with a select few that they know really well, that perform, so on and so forth. And secondly, you'll be the first caller to say, hey, we've got an opportunity, before I go out to the market, is there anyone that you can recommend? So again, coming back to my point about it's about your tribe and those sorts of things as well too. Just as you can help someone else, they can help you too. So understand that boomerang concept as well. Why is what we talk about a bit too. So the other way about having a good recruiter is there's three main reasons to talk about. Time. You're busy, good recruiting takes a lot of time. If you work with a good recruiter, they'll save you from having to go through interviews that you're not interested in, you're not going to go for, etc., and will save you a lot of time from what you want to do. You'll also get that objectivity, which a lot of people miss, so you won't get sold, as it were, up the garden path. Hopefully you'll work with a good recruiter that will give you a balanced view of the good, the bad and the ugly about what it's going to be like working for that company. And finally, obviously, good recruiters do this day in, day out. So they'll manage your expectations. You won't get said, oh look, I want 100k and try and win you over, as it were, when really you're an 80k candidate or vice versa, right? So you get a lot more of a balanced view and perspective because they know what's going on day in, day out. This is coming up a lot. Play a straight bat, guys. It's really becoming more and more easy to get found out if you BS. Surprisingly, a lot of people do that on their LinkedIn profile or on their resumes or whatever the case may be, and then they wonder why. I just can't seem to be getting anywhere or whatever. Remember, obviously, people talk. People know that, if you said that you did that and you didn't actually do it, it will come back and it will bite you on the proverbial. So just don't. Keep it really simple, play with a straight bat, and you'll always get looked after. And it'll be those ones that will get quietly blacklisted, or surprisingly you won't get any phone calls for future roles and opportunities. Finally, here's some different career resources, and I'll send some of this stuff through to James as well. So HBR and Forbes has some good information. Mind Tools is a resource that we use in our business, so we provide access to that to all our staff. That's won a few awards out of the UK. What Colour Is Your Parachute is a classic book that's been around for many, many years. There's different abridged versions of that. And Malcolm Gladwell is something a bit different, writes a really good book on quite a variety of different subjects. So again, some other resources for you to have a look at. Right, for those that want the other R's, so the reading, research and reports, there's a whole heap of links and other bits and pieces on there too. I'll send these links out to James, but certainly from you guys pretty quickly, the main one that some of you will really want to know is the one from SEEK. Department of Employment is predicting strong growth in the demand for technology professionals of 2.8%, right, going forward. So overall as an industry, which is why I asked the question going forward, WA is in its own little bubble and those sorts of things at the moment, but certainly overall from an Australian perspective, there's some good data to support some good long-term growth. So the idea here for us is about making sure you position yourself with the right skills and the right qualifications to take care of that growth. And obviously with the digitisation, etc., the growth around our GDP, ICT will have more of an impact and influence on that. A lot of projects are going to need to get run and made in order for that to happen.